Hello friends and potential friends. Uh, Sad situation out here. Basically, over the months of July and August, I spent probably about a month away from home. My wife and I flew out to Oregon for a family reunion in July. Then, towards the end of the July, my mother-in-law passed away. That was very sad. Not unexpected. She was 101 years old. I really respect that. She lived a good long life, but she passed away. So then I wound up back in Texas, helping my wife with getting all that straightened out and settled down. And meanwhile, here in Central Florida, everything kept growing. When I got home, this place was a jungle. And as you can see, it still looks like a jungle in a lot of places. Standing right here, I could not see my raised beds. The grass was about 3 feet tall all the way around them. Needless to say, everything that I had planted was on its own. Some of it made it, some of it didn't. I spent some serious time trying to, well, here, that's my tomato bed. Doesn't that look like a tomato bed? There's actually still some tomatoes. Well, I don't think I've got any tomatoes growing now. There's one sweet potato that moved in and took over. Across the backyard, you can actually see the backyard. Over here, basically from where I'm standing, I couldn't walk 3 feet forward. I had invasive trees, China berries and rain trees, which you can see some of them in the background there. In fact, there's a couple of the rain trees back there that are taller than that orange tree, which you probably can't see that either. That's a native Florida orange tree. Someone may have planted it at one point in time, but it's ungrafted now. If you eat those oranges, well, let me put it this way, you won't eat a second one. They're still good for marmalade, actually, since you put a lot of sugar in it. But this place was a jungle. Now I'm trying to get things back into shape, and as much as possible. My main goal for today is sweet potatoes. This last raised bed out here, I planted with sweet potatoes. It's been at least 4 months ago, maybe 5. If you remember looking at some of my older videos, I had Great Northern beans planted on this side and then the sweet potatoes planted on the other side. There are still a few of the vines left. Not much showing in the bed itself, but it's been well over the 120 days, so I'm going to take this apart today and see if there's any sweet potatoes in there. Now, to be honest, my expectation is I'll probably get enough sweet potatoes to grow slips next year. And that's probably about all I'm going to see. Blueberries, I don't know whether these things are still alive. I mean, it's still 90 degrees out here, but so it's not fall yet in Central Florida. But my blueberries, all the leaves are dying off. I mean, while I was gone, it was raining just about every day. Things were getting watered. Pineapples are still doing okay. I've got 2 more small ones from where I harvested the 2 tiny ones off of these 2 bushes. Both of those other pineapples are growing. One of them's already in dirt. The other one will be going in dirt probably today. But I'm going to go ahead and start taking apart the sweet potato bed so we can see what's going on in there. Well, there you are, folks. We're not going to get skunked. My wishful thinking, yeah, I'm going to fill this up, right. Dream on that one. Needless to say, I'll be cutting this up quite a bit. I'm sure y'all have seen people dig sweet potatoes before, and that would be kind of boring. So much for my optimism. There's the yield. Everything from cute little things like this, or like this guy, up to, looks like these two are my biggest ones. I just noticed both of them have some ant damage or some kind of bugs. Been chewing on them. This one here has been getting it even worse. So I'll get some slips out of that for next year. That's probably about all I'm going to get. I doubt if I'll eat any of these. But to be honest, they're not much smaller. The biggest ones are not much smaller than what I'm buying in the stores recently. So I'm going to go ahead and get some roots and things out of this bed, get it mixed up a little bit, and add some more compost to it, and get it ready for a fall planting. Not sure what I'm going to put in there, possibly tomatoes or something like that, but we shall see. And I'll put this together and see if I can get it down to a reasonable length. I know you don't want to watch me digging 16 feet of sweet potatoes, but we'll see what we can put together, see if there's anything worth you seeing. Thank you much, folks. We'll talk to you next time.